I have the honor of introducing Dr. James Hildreth, who is our president of Meharry Medical College. And we were talking earlier about the importance of recruiting students who are committed to missions, and certainly something Dr. Hildreth can talk to and talk about how we do that at Meharry. Dr. Hildreth, we have similar pathways at Meharry. We both came, we both left, and we both returned. And so, again, for us, I think for all of us, the mission of Meharry is something that is truly special, and that we really had a lot, it just is so wonderful to work at an institution where you feel, your personal commitment and the institutional mission are so in line. And so I'd like to introduce you, Dr. Hildreth.
Thank you, Paul. So first, let me just say welcome to Nashville and welcome to Meharry and welcome to the National Center for Medical Education, Development, and Research. As President and CEO of Meharry, I really do want to express my appreciation to all of you for serving both as content experts and also subject matter experts for the center, which I think is doing some invaluable work. For about 100 years, we've done medical training in the same way since the Flexner Report. 2 years of basic didactic training and 2 years of apprenticeship. But the 100-year-old model is probably run its course, and it's time to do things a different way. And part of that is driven by the fact that medicine itself has to change to be more patient-focused rather than physician-focused. In our nation, the demographics are evolving rapidly. People are getting older. And not to mention the fact that the students who come to us to be trained are very different than they were just a few years ago. The way they connect to each other in the world is totally different. And so we have to approach training those individuals in a different way. And for all of those reasons, the work that Dr. Juarez and Dr. Matthew Juarez and the center does is critical. And that's one of the reasons why Meharry Medical College has embarked on a very ambitious plan to totally revise its curriculum to reflect all of those things. When I started medical school in 1982, there were 550 black males who walked through the doors of those 120 medical schools. Fast forward to 2015, I believe it was, the number had dropped to 512. Even though there were 25% more seats available, the number of black males who enrolled in medical school had gone down by 7 or 8%. I say that to make the point that as opportunities have expanded for some, it appears that they've diminished for others. One of our missions at Meharry Medical College is to be one of the national voices to make sure that people understand that the workforce that provides healthcare has to be as diverse as the people being cared for. And we believe we have some standing in this because we've been doing it for 142 years. Not to mention the fact there are little small things like there are 200,000 dentists in the United States, 6,000 of whom are African American. That's 3%. That's the first problem. The second problem is that of those 6,000 dentists who are black, one little school in Nashville, Tennessee, trained 42% of them. I don't know, but that seems like boxing above your weight class. That also means that those other 63 dental schools maybe are not doing what they need to do to enroll a diverse student population. My point is that the work that the center is engaged in touches on so many things that are important to making sure the population in the United States get the appropriate care that they need. An aging population, a more diverse population, a greater recognition that learning styles are different, but they're all equally valid. Visual learners, tactile learners, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The other thing that I'm embarked on, I'm sorry, I'm on a little tangent now, Pat, I won't be long. Take your time. The The other thing that I'm convinced of is that we need to expand the pool of young people who get into medicine beyond the STEM majors. Okay. Physicians are humanists by definition because they take care of human beings. So when a patient sits in front of a provider, it's more than an organism sitting there. There's a life of experiences and challenges and all that sitting there in front of that person, and they put their most valuable possession in front of you, their health and their wellness. So as far as I'm concerned, having musicians, artists, humanities folks become physicians is something we should all be striving for. Because in my time as an admissions director and admissions committee member, when I interviewed students, the last question was the most important question. And it wasn't a question I asked the students, it was a question I asked myself when the student had left the room. I said, self, would I want that person taking care of my mother, my daughter, my son, or my wife? And if the answer was no, it didn't matter if your MCAT was perfect, your GPA was perfect, you were not getting in. Oh, y'all don't hear me. Come on. Come on. So we at Meharry have known that for a really long time. Some people call our students academically diverse. Yes, that might be true, but they have one thing in common. They're committed to taking care of people for the right reasons. That's why 80% of the people that we train end up practicing in underserved areas. So all I'm saying is that the center is not just important, but it's contextually more important because of who we are and what we do. But I want to thank you for the important work you're doing to make the center itself more successful, because I think that Meharry and the center, I'm not going out on a limb here to say that we can have an impact that could be national or nationwide. We can actually lead the way. So thank you for listening to my little sermon. Amen. Welcome, and I hope you have a very successful meeting today. Thank you very much.